Okay, for this exercise, it's going to be the Marquee tool. I've had a request to show this over again, so we're going to open up something new. File open. We're going to just choose a picture here. And the Marquee tool can be used to cut out things, fade things, cut things, fade things, move things around, copy and paste things. So I'm going to go through this quickly and kind of show you an overview of it. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is you have your layers. You want to choose layer from background. So let's hit OK. Layers, there you go. Your Marquee tool is this tool. Now you have a rectangular, elliptical, single row, and a single column Marquee tool. Let's choose the rectangular. And one thing you want to do is you want to, you have two different things here. You have a new selection, you have add to selection, you have subtract, and you have intersect. So I want to go over these first two, which means we can take this, and when you drag and drop it, wherever you land, you got to be careful how you start it, and you'll get used to this, but wherever you start it and let go, that's where the marquee is, and it's going to make this little dotted line. If I choose another space, it forgets the last space, so you can see me doing all of this. Now if I choose that and then I hit this, the add to selection, that means I can add again. So you can see this is cool, this is new, which means I can get a little bit more intricate with the sections that I'm choosing. So that's pretty cool. Edit, undo. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you that whatever you're choosing, you have to click on that layer. So I've got that layer clicked, so that means I'm going to choose this part of the image on this layer. And we can do things as simple as edit copy, then edit paste. Once we paste, we can click on it, bounding box, and we can move it, and you can see it copied just that section. Let's step backward, and let's step backward, and let's hit edit. Choose this layer, and then hit edit, cut. So when you cut, you basically cut through, and you don't see that. That just takes away those pixels from the part that's marqueed. Let's undo that, step backwards. So let's have this. When you have this selected, you'll notice a feather here, and your layer is selected. If we do 40 pixels, or let's just say 50 pixels, and hit enter. Okay, and we draw a new square. Actually, this edit, step backwards, go back to single square. So let's just draw this new with 50 pixels. So 50 pixels square, you can see this little, like, it looks like an oval pill, and what's happening here is it's choosing 50 pixels from the corner and it's fading in 50 pixels. So these are good for fades. Now if I hit edit, cut, you can see what happened. It faded. It faded from the 50 pixels. Now if we do something, undo cut pixels, edit, step backwards, and then we change this to 20 pixels. We change this to 10 pixels, and then we do another thing here and hit edit, cut. You can see the fine fade here. And you might want to change what the pixels on the feather. So that's basically a feather. That's good for doing things like if we select the elliptical marquee tool and we say this area in her face we want to make a little bit darker, we would choose this and it's at 60. The feather is at 60. Let me change to 10. So let's go here again. And I just grabbed her face, as you can see. And you need to get used to how you do this, as far as like dragging and dropping and getting good with where your start point is on your shapes. Just takes practice. So now we're going to hit image and adjustments, and we're going to hit levels. Now we're going to bring the darker side in, or the lighter side, or we'll bring the darker side. So as we're bringing the darker side, I just want you to see something here. I want you to see that it's fading, so it's not a harsh line. So if we did cancel and hit image, adjustment, levels, and we just changed the midtones a little bit, just darkened up her face just a little. Okay, and then we click off of it. Now to click off the marquee tool, you can just click in the gray area up here, just click it once, and you can see that there's no hard lines in the dark colors. We basically just darkened up her shadows a little bit. So that is how you use the with the single row marquee tool. It's just going to be setting this up on a single line, and then if we hit cut, it just cuts that line out. And we can set that line, edit, step backwards. We can set that line to a feather, so say like 90, 80 pixels, and then hit enter, and then we'll go like that. It won't let you do it because it's 50% selected. So I really never use the single row, single column. Those have to be, those are basically, I hit shift, you can see that it won't do anything. So mainly you want to stay within your rectangle and your elliptical, because you can do things like a line like this, you know, and hit edit, cut. So that's, you can see what that does. But anyway, that's an overview of the marquee tool. The thing about this is, what I would do and recommend, and this is important, is make a duplicate layer of whatever your marquee tool is, and just save that as the original image, so you know that, so you have that original image, because everything you're doing here is destructive. If we go into the the adjustment layers, you see that there's really no marquee tool for the adjustment layers, so you can't actually just turn that on and off. So if I'm going backwards here, you know, you just want to make sure that this, you duplicate this as the original picture and just hide it, that original picture. So then everything you're doing with the marquee tool, you can always go back to this and have the original photo. That's it for marquee overview.